Hi there. Hello. My name is Carcino. Those of you already know, you're in my home. And for some of you who don't know, it's also the office. Well, the office is upstairs, but I work from home. I am a business owner. That's right. I have one employee, me. The public is you. So I don't have a restaurant, but I have experience when we did consulting work for the restaurateur division. I had 3 years of experience doing this. So my job was help out with situations that regular owners are not good at. Just because someone owns a restaurant doesn't mean they know how to run a business. How you doing, Case? Jerry, Mr. Hogan. Now, I say that to say this. The Dallas restaurateur owner thank you. But the restaurateur owner didn't understand a lot of different things. Just because someone is being unruly doesn't mean you be unruly back. That's what he seems to forget. He lost his discipline. It never fails. Whenever I go live, I got to call Sean back. Now, let's stay focused. Okay? Now, I'm here to break the news to you that guy didn't know what he was doing. He's probably good at cooking, or he's probably good at the numbers. Doesn't mean that they're good people persons, that they're not good with warming up to the guests. That's why most people would have a hostess. Most people are very good cooks. They don't know how to do the books. So over time, these things change. What a person is looking for, what a person wants, their needs, all of these things change. They pivot. Now, in his case, in just his case alone, what's up, Kev? Smash ball. He lost his discipline. He first came to the table. He was very polite and advised them not to twerk on the table. But what he neglects to tell you is the type of music they were playing in this restaurant. They played ratchet music. I mean, if you're going to play Black Youngster's Booty, I'm on the booty, everybody on the booty, somebody going to eventually twerk. It's the type of music. Now, I can see if you're playing like, and I don't even know why you would play that in a restaurant. Like the type of music that the DJ was playing. If it's a restaurant, you play normally smooth jazz. It's soothing and relaxing, and it keeps the tone down. The kind of music you play elicits reaction. If I play, metal, while people trying to eat, somebody in the restaurant gonna go, yeah, yeah, crazy. They gonna tear the place up. So the type of music you play dictates the energy. That's why you hear smooth jazz or soft music at the restaurant. They want you calm. Enjoy your meal. It's soothing. Everybody's having a good time. But how you deal with situations. You might be a perfect person and you never know. Everybody be like, oh, he's such a nice guy. He's such a, yeah, they nice until there's a situation where you get to see the real them. We knew somebody like that. They always, and I knew whenever somebody's always giving you things all the time, you got to be like, okay, what is he doing? This person's always giving stuff like here, 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 like he's trying to buy people's like and attention. Why? Because he has alienated himself from everybody else who knew him. He was a time bomb. And we didn't know until one day somebody was joking with him and he just snapped. Man, why you always ride me? Why don't you ride on somebody else? I was like, who is this dude? Where this guy come from? And I mean, it was so funny that he got all tough and the dude, he don't know would wring his neck. He's like 5'5". The dude he talking to is like 6'7". And he just laughing. Like, man, dude, it ain't even that serious. It is funny because the dude that's 6'7", normally he got a short temper. He would have just planted this dude in the ground, but he didn't. We were at a football game. And he was cool. And we went all the way back, and he was like, then he was back to himself. And he was like, yeah, man, I just blew up, man. I'm sorry, my bad. But you got to see the real him. So that was who he really was. And then when it was another situation happened. And then people started like, I can't deal with that guy. He's got a problem. And the problem was he's a control freak. He likes things to go his way. He likes to be in control to the point where it drives him into insanity. Like if a girlfriend he's dating comes into his house and unannounced or just come by and he will freak out. Would have a total massive freak out. She couldn't step in his house. He's particular about how his house is, everything. Meticulous about every little detail. So this owner, who was such a nice guy, we really don't know how he truly is. And when he came over, he was being polite and all of these different things. And then they went back to twerking again. This is when you kindly ask them to leave your restaurant. That's it. You don't have to start cussing. Yeah, because they didn't even go off. Nobody really went off until he dropped the F-bomb. Yeah, and this F and this and then once you lose your discipline, all the other people in the restaurant looking at him like, whoa, you dropping F-bombs. So you being just as ridiculous and foul as everybody else in here. Now I understand. She could break the glass. She could hurt herself. You have every right to say there's going to be no twerking in here and putting your hands up on the glass. That glass could break. She fall and hurt herself. He getting hit with a lawsuit. I understand all that. Ask them to leave. Said, I told you guys twice. You're not listening. So if you're not going to respect the restaurant, now we kindly ask you to leave. And if they don't want to leave, you know what you do? You go 9, you hit a 1, and you hit another 1. And they come and they escort them up out of there. But now he realized, hey, this is a hit. Now he's on TMZ. Now he wants to blow this restaurant up. This is free promotion. So now he's everywhere you can look. They got that business on. He talked to anybody that's willing to listen. If they don't leave, Victor, yeah. Well, you act like the cops gonna come there and start tasing them and beating them in the restaurant. First off, there's cameras. Two, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna escort them up out of there. That's true. It's crazy. You don't have a right to be disrespectful when you're a restaurant owner. And by no means is that acceptable. Once you lower yourself to their level, then you're just as bad. And see, if you don't understand that, then you're part of the problem. Part of the problem, baby. Damn, I got to go out on a date tonight. I don't want to damn go. It was supposed to be yesterday, and she was like, well, we can go on Wednesday. Good, Wednesday. Now Wednesday here, I'm like, I don't even want to go today. I don't. She's texting me. I text her back like, hey, what's up? Like I said, everybody wastes time live to text, call, the whole nine. Yeah, we got some great videos coming up. Great videos on the Patreon finna hit. Nah, I don't want her at the crib. See, that's the thing. I don't want her at the crib. Plus, she lives too far away. It's going to take me 40 minutes to get out there. So if I stay, that means I got to stay at the Marriott. And I don't want to stay at the Marriott. I just don't feel like it today. I just want to chill, play the PS5, and sit back and kick it. I'm about to send her a message and just be like, look, let's try this on Friday night. Because I just don't feel like it. I'm this tempted. She's just too hyperactive, too. Her energy level and mine are just way too different. But she thick. So so that makes up for everything. That's the X factor. Thick with it. I know, that's what I normally do. She thinks that like I don't talk. That's the funny part about it. She thinks I'm like the quiet one. Oh, it ain't the pizza girl. But they live in the same town. But then Pizza Girl moved. Yeah, I'm a person that's like, I like time, and now that the LeBron news dropped, and I'm finna go live with that in about another hour, I don't even have time to want to even go through. I might just cancel this thing, man. I don't really feel like going. But I don't want to blow this thing because she thick. Woo! Good Lord. We talking D's. D's. Now, none of that matters. She's a nice person. She just talk 100 miles an hour. And I mean, 100 miles an hour. I mean, she talked to the point so much, I have no response. And she would turn and talk to everybody in the place. She's talking to the owner of the place. She's talking to the person that's serving her. She just won't stop. And I'm like, maybe she's nervous. And I'm just like, yep, just a bit. So how was work today? It was cool. Yeah, got a lot done. That's about the length of my conversation. I know what's going to end up happening today. I already know. I just hope this don't end bad. I'm going to end up going. I know it, and I'm not going to be in the mood. And, oh, right. It's going to take me away from my live streams. Mr. Tall. Now, what message did you say you sent me on the Patreon? I went on there and I'm like, I'm looking for your message. I'm like, what message is he talking about? Denise Nash. Did you leave it in the comment section, you mean? Is your name Mr. Tall even in the message board? I'm looking at the messages right now, and it's not here, bro. And this is going back some days. No, I don't even have your message. I just sent you one. And that's the first message we ever got. It never went through or anything. And that's another thing. If you're having problems on Patreon, I'm glad you're letting me know, but you have to contact Patreon so that they can fix it. Because I don't own Patreon. I'm going to let you know Patreon is not my website. Y'all got to contact Patreon and go through the help desk and say, hey, I'm having problems with this and this and this and this with the app. But I'm glad you letting me know because I do let them know. And then they'll tell me, well, they got to let us know what's going on so we can fix it if there's a problem. That's right, Mr. Corleone. Nothing was wrong in what he did. It was just that once they continued to do that, he should have just asked them to leave, but do it politely. You don't have to lose your discipline. You are in a place of business. You are the owner. Once you send that example out, oh, the owner then lost it. Oh, yeah, you mother effers. Yeah, I need this. This is my effing place, and I want some effing respect around here. You don't respect this mother ucker. It's like, dude, you talking like that? In a place of business? I wouldn't do business with you. It's all about how you handle yourself. He did not have to lose his discipline to tell them to leave. And if they don't want to leave, because none of them seemed to have a problem, even when he was going off until he dropped the F-bomb. That was it. The whole restaurant had a problem with that. Let me pull a bum off the street and feed him and tell him to twerk next to your table. Well, then, if that's the case, if he's twerking, why would he be twerking next to my table? I'd be like, oh, yeah, move my table. I don't want this over here. I mean, I don't know what kind of example that was. Of course, he wished he hadn't used it because all he did was expose who he truly is. That's what he did. He exposed himself. The nice, polite way he was trying to be it's just him trying to be nice. The restaurant owner, who he really was the guy that just lost it in the last 10 minutes of the video. That's really who he is. Nobody said like the situation got started by him, but in actuality, it did because he hired a DJ to start playing doggone hip hop ratchet songs. So if your DJ is in a restaurant playing ratchet music, people are gonna twerk. So you really set the stage and the environment for it to happen. Now, when he told them, hey, there's no twerking in the restaurant, and they kept doing it, and he came over and explained himself nicely the first two times. Last time, it's like, okay, I tried to explain it to you guys twice. You guys continuously doing it, and you putting your hands on the glass and doing all this. You can't respect the place. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. Now, if they choose not to leave after he told them to leave, and you come over and say, okay, if you don't want to leave, I'll have to call the authorities so they can escort you out. But you guys have to leave now. We told you that type of dancing is not allowed in this restaurant. We have children here, and we keeping everything professional here. So people are here eating and doing different things. If you want to do this, there's other places you could go to. But you can't do that here. I don't want to have to call the authorities. So I just want you to leave on your own. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You're welcome to come back anytime, but we just cannot have any twerking and stuff in here. You should understand that, right? We have little kids. Families are in here having dinner. Thank you. How hard is that? But nope, you know what he say? If y'all want to dance like that, y'all can go over the pennies. Y'all can go over the dude. Don't tell nobody where to go. All right, I'm going to get out of here.